Yeah, welcome back to Toribash. Okay, so this video is gonna be, I guess, different because I'm uploading after like 8 months. I got this. I'm already out of track, which I kind of expected because I'm not good with the quote unquote scripts. It's more like notes. These couple of notes that I wrote down on my second monitor. And let me take a sip of my green tea. There's a couple of notes that I wrote down on my second monitor that I wanted to go through throughout this video. So just so I can like keep things a little organized, because usually when I record these type of videos I'm just babbling for like 40 or 50 minutes straight. So yeah, I'm gonna follow this list now. Just like introduction on the first one, which is done. Yeah, kind of close it out in the weather actually. I don't know, it's getting a lot cold here in our country. And like my room is relatively warmer than the outside because it's usually closed. So my god, what's this? The sound effects of the game are so annoying. And my sounds are also really loud. It just plays over and over again. It's really annoying. um, yeah, about the weather. It's getting really cold. Like these past like 2 days, my god, it's just went down to like 15 degrees or something outside. I just came back from outside, which I'll get into later in the video because I want to follow the notes and not just blabber. Yeah, I actually recorded this video to talk about my feelings a little, to express my feelings on, I don't know, YouTube to you guys, because it's not that I'm feeling unwell or something, but I just, every once in a while I do these type of videos, which you might already know if you're a long time fan and follow my channel, I guess, or my watch my videos, at least the Toribash videos, because that's where I talk about my life and everything. Sorry, I'm a little distracted by the game. Haven't played actually Toribash in a while, so I have no idea. I think I'm losing there. I kind of split him, which is cool, but yeah, that wouldn't. The frames were too low. Mm, fucking Sundays, man. Look, I don't know why I have this traumatic experience with Sundays. Like every Sunday, I just don't feel like doing anything. I don't know if maybe it's everyone out there, but for me, just become like thoughtful and just talking about stuff is so weird. I think you're seeing me different because I just saw myself on my face cam. I look so different. I started shaving this whole pandemic. My life changed. Look at this face, baby face. 20-year old or almost 21 because my birthday is coming in like 2 months, 1 month. And yeah, one of the points that I'm gonna cut out here because I thought the lighting would be really bad on the webcam, but actually looking at it, it's quite cool. But in case it's low, it's quite dark in my room. If I think you already know at this point, it's usually dark in my room. So I set up like lights, etc. on my table. But for some reason, it gets a lot brighter than I wanted to. So this time it's like the first time I'm only recording based off of my monitor lighting. So this is how you see me on the monitor lightning. I don't know why the camera is a little tinted, but I don't know. I'm not prepared at all. Like if you hadn't noticed already. So anyway, yeah, my face has just changed. If I'm looking on the other screen, I'm actually reading what I wrote down. So like I might probably cut it out on the video, but in case that happens and I forget to cut out, that's what I'm doing. I'm also looking at the game. There are people talking. Yeah, I'm making this video actually. Just had to drop my sister outside at her hostel, and I don't know. I was on the bike and I started having weird thoughts. Not weird thoughts. It's just like I started thinking. It was like so cold. I was driving slowly, so I was looking at on the left side of there were buildings, and I was looking at the brand names, and I was thinking, it's like you know what? I had yeah. This is one point I will get to later in the video, during the during about I don't know, just later in the video. So it's like I had a project with some um I was a client. So what do you call the other person? My boss? I don't know. He's just a teacher to me. I just call him sir. and he gave me his password and username. It was related to the project, so, and it wasn't. I know it's unethical, but he didn't mind it, and that's what something we talked about as well. So he gave me his password, and later on I realized that his password is some brand name. I'm not gonna expose the password on the video, but it's a brand name, and the last two letters, the only added / changed letters, were two numbers. It was a number between 1 to 99. I just figured that out. So 20 to 99 because 2 digits. So yeah, it was like that. And I had that thought. And I was like looking at brand names for like 1 minute straight. I'm like, wow, there were so many good brand names. I was like, let's make like a username. I might probably do it. I don't know. But I might change my name to some weird brand name that I picked on the road while, riding my bike. And the password is also going to be like a different brand name's password. So I'm not satisfied with my username still. Like after these 7 years of using internet, I guess, or more. But yeah, I kind of want to change it because I don't know, Mr. Softy. I mean, it does suit me because I'm, soft, I guess. But it's just not common. It's just not something that I like saying when I pronounce my name. I don't know. It's weird. And the password is so bad. The password, like, it's so easy to get into my account if you just write the right password, and it's so easy that if you just think a little, and if you have like a history with me starting my YouTube channel like way long ago. My friend knows this, Marty. You know him, right? We had a lot of Toribash and Warframe videos recorded. So if you know me, know my history, or like at least know me from that long, which is I doubt it. There's no one that knows me right now during that period when I used to upload videos. That was also on another channel, not this one. But it has some marks of that type of content in my early videos. I'm not gonna expose the password because it's important, of course. I'm just giving you hints, I guess, or at least explaining why it is the way it is, and it's so easy. Goddamn password, man. So if you know me from that time, and if you just think a little, use your brain cells and brain power, you might like figure out my password after a couple of tries. And boy, oh boy, that's not good because I don't use two-factor authentication on a lot of apps unless it's like really important. I do use it on Google because that's required. I think it's required, but I use it anyways. It's on Warframe, it's also required, but if it's not required, I might forget or might not bother putting on 2FA. So you just only have to guess my password, and unless the website uses some IP, detection or something like that, it needs verification or something, you might just gain access to my account right away. But that's just not something that might happen. It's really low possibility that you might guess my password first and then use it on the right, website, because this year I actually changed my password. I had two passwords. They are quite similar. My god, one is really easy to guess. It's just, oh my god, I can't even like give a hint regarding that password because it's so easy, and that's really bad. Usually I use that password with a different. I can't say that hint will give away my password. But yeah. Anyway, so now this year I thought of a new password. Which is also quite similar to the second one. My first one is harder to guess, but my second and third one are really, really easy to guess, which I don't want anyone to, because my account. How am I winning? I've won like 3 games in a row. Sorry about not saying GG. I don't pay attention to chat in case you are watching this video. And I just don't like doing that anymore. um, Let me check my stats. Is that how you type it? I forgot how to. I think you can also type stats, right? Oh, you can't. Well, that should be a thing because wow, I have upgraded. I started a series on what do you call it? On Road to God Belt. I kind of dropped it because I lost interest in Toribash, and I haven't played it like the same way for a really long time, like for 1 or 2 years. It depends just how long have I dropped the series. So yeah, I haven't gotten to play like at least 100 games a day, which is what I used to do on my series. Maybe I don't have to. I can like play 70 or 60 games or 50 games. But it's just that it's not the type of game that I enjoy playing, kinda. I don't enjoy anymore at least. This is something that I've talked about like a lot on my YouTube channel and a lot in my other Toribash videos. But yes, I'm not gonna get into that in this video because this video is more focused on my life and not Toribash. So I'm at the second fucking point. Like wow. Why Toribash? I missed that one point. Why Toribash? Why am I playing Toribash? Well, I don't know. For one, I'm having some PC issues which I'm gonna talk about later in the video. And the second, Warframe is just not not the type of game that I would play while talking because it does require some attention because the tile set is randomly generated and I have to like use my mouse and keyboard at the same time when playing but while in Toribash there's like a queue, so you have to wait for your turn and I can just keep talking until my turn comes. And second, everyone uses muscle memory in Toribash, so yeah, it doesn't require brain power when I'm like actually making a move or something. And besides that, I have other games that are not the type of content to post on YouTube really when talking about these kind of stuff. So like Lords, I actually want to talk about that later in the video later on. Not gonna give a spoiler about it, but not really a spoiler. Just we'll talk about it a little later. I might post this point. This is something I wanted to say at the end of the video, but I might post these points in the video description, probably at least modify it a little so it doesn't sound too much informal. So you can, if you want to hear about a certain topic of me talking in the video, you can click on that timestamp and it will take you there. This is really like a blue time thing. It's like 11:09, I guess. Maybe that's a timestamp in the video. This video will be really long, so yeah, that's why if you don't want to watch it completely, you can go down there and let me check my recording because I don't want to mess anything. You can go down there and click on that. I will take you there about that topic that I'm talking about. So maybe it will be interesting. But I just try to help you guys a little. I don't do that in my other videos. It's just I just took my time writing these notes. So I might at least put them to use. They're not that long anyway. They're like only 13 lines. But there's a lot to talk about in each of those points. So at least most of them. That's why. Like I'm only sitting at fourth point and there's like still 9 more to go. And these ones are not allowed to talk about anyway. Later on I get really in detail, so the timestamp might be like 20 minutes difference. Probably. What's the time right now? Wow, how long have we been recording? My god, already 16 minutes and 4 points. This will be really long. Anyway, I mean I like it. It's cozy. And I like this kind of stuff. But also sometimes when I might enjoy it more when the queue is long and I don't have to wait. I don't have to like play and just wait around for my turn and just talk to you guys. Probably needs like a decap price that I should add to these servers and people will come. I mean, we can try other mods. There's like a decap. There's bets going on. We'll go there later, I guess. At least in my later points when I have to like talk about a lot of stuff, so I might go to my Bet server. Go to the bet server. By the way, I didn't show you guys this cup. It has a YouTube logo on it and some other social media logos, so it's really cool. I don't know why it's not on this side, because when I'm holding it, it would be better if people could see, but I'm holding it like I don't drink with left hand, so yeah, I can't do that. Say about background noises is this room is, I mean, it's really in a corner of the house, but if the noise is really loud outside, it still, sneaks in the mic. My mic is not that great either. I should probably invest in a better one. There is one issue with my recorder. It's like if I tab out of the game for a second, it might stop recording. Like, I don't know if I trust the OBS preview. Well, I do, but I don't know. It kind of messed up last time when I was recording with Marty. I might post that video. Actually, I'm going to make a thumbnail for it today, or at least after this video, and then post that video. So you might see that video before this one, and then I'll upload this one. It might take a couple days difference before I upload this one, but what was I talking about? Yeah, at the end of that video, there was an issue where my game froze. The audio was still going, but the game froze because I tapped out and I launched Epic Launcher. And I mean, it was kind of important point. It wasn't that important. It was just like last 3 minutes or something, or shorter. But yeah, that video is actually really cool. We found a really cool mod. It is about mods with Marty, by the way. You probably already seen it. It's like, don't have to worry about spoiling anything. So yeah, it's that series that we picked on a while ago. We've been doing it for years, and we are already like only like five episodes in. We just don't record a lot, not anymore, because he has his life now, and we've grown, we've aged. Like, if you've been watching us for a long time, we've been friends for like 5 years now, and man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And I'm like 21. He's like, he might be turning 19 soon. Oh god. Yeah. So he has his own stuff to do. He doesn't even play games anymore. I just sit at Warframe because I don't know. Just wasting my life. We got into my life part later in the video. So don't take my words serious. What's on my face at this point in the video? Anyway, let's check the next note. So when I was on the bike, I think I dropped the point somewhere while explaining it. I babble a lot. I don't know. I talk a lot when I start talking. Oh my god. So yeah, I was on the bike. Oh yeah, I got distracted by the password thing. So after I was thinking about password, then I started thinking about YouTube videos, my just YouTube channel. And just the other day, I saw on my YouTube channel that I had uploaded my last video 8 months ago. And that's like the longest. That's probably the longest I haven't uploaded for. It's not that I well, I don't know. It's not that I don't want to make videos. It's more like I don't remember. Because later on in the video, I'll explain this point a little. But I try to keep myself busy with other stuff these days. Later on, we'll talk about that. But yeah, this is not the right time, because then I have to go into detail and I'll probably get distracted again about that point. But you can probably see in the timestamp down there if you want to hear that topic as soon as possible or something. I don't know. But yeah, I try to keep myself busy, and just YouTube video is not something that I would prefer being busy on, because like, well, it's like 15 minutes or 20 minutes of the video, and then like freaking 4 hours of editing, which I hate editing, and more than that, I hate making thumbnails. It's not that I hate it, but I'm just really lazy to do it, because, and I've only been getting lazier as years pass by, actually. Wow, what is this saturation here? I can't pay attention. Let me pay some attention to this thing. Oh wow, how did I win that? Oh, I took away his part and then touched it on the ground, just like it. So yeah, YouTube. Everyone disconnected. Nice, now I can talk finally. So I mean, I kind of want to record videos if it wasn't like if it didn't include a lot of factors to get the video up and ready. Because one, I have to like start set up like my room, my background, my mic, test the recording a little couple of times. Then, regardless of that, still have some issues during the recording somehow. That always happens. And then I don't know, like think of the content of the video. My maybe finds maybe if spend some time searching for the game that I'm going to play, because usually I play indie games on Game Jolt, etc. And I should probably talk about this point in the YouTube section. I don't know. I blabber a lot. Sorry about that. But it's just hard to keep thoughts organized. But I'll just talk as things go by. If I like go to that point, I will say that I talked about it before in the video. So I will refer to this section if I want you to talk about it. Maybe I'll have some new thoughts during that section, my YouTube section. I want to talk about the channel later. But anyhow, where was I? So yeah, and then like editing, and then making a thumbnail. That also takes some time. At least, especially the thumbnail, because you have to kind of be creative with it, and with editing, you can just like have to clip some silence parts, and clip some things that you don't want to show on the video because it's awkward or something. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to get at least one video ready. And then after that, just like I don't record for money a lot. When it comes to making money from YouTube, I do tutorials. I'll be totally straightforward and honest. I do tutorials on Warframe or some game that will get attention, and for like money's sake, I do that, and then it get views. I mean, my channel has been doing well. Like, you might not get a lot of views on latest videos because those are not the type of content I check out for money anyway. And if it gets views, then well, cool. But yeah, it's not my main focus anyway. But still, if I like upload a video after that much effort, if I upload a video after that much effort, hold on, and it doesn't get views, it kind of lets you down in that regard. So I guess it's a letdown. I don't know. About my door is just people come and go. Okay, after that point, I want to talk about yeah, first was the passwords thing, then was YouTube, and then I thought of recording YouTube Toribash video on YouTube. I remember my last one, which was a 45 minutes long, and that was totally unorganized. I was saying stuff at this as it comes by, not saying this one is any better, but I think it's a little a little more organized than that one. At least hopefully it turns out to be, but it might probably not. No, I don't expect it to be anyway. So yeah, that one I recorded 45 minutes. Well, I don't remember when I recorded. It's probably last year or 2 years ago. And there were some other ones. I think one was a story of Toribash. Yeah, that was like 2 or 3 years ago, because I know the place I recorded it in, and it's like a really traditional place I used to record stuff. Let me check it out. Keyword doesn't help either, because when you search for Toribash, all my Toribash videos pop. But at least these videos get a little more views than the other ones, so maybe it will filter out. No, that doesn't help. I might better just search on my own channel than, on the YouTube search engine. My god. There are 108 videos on Toribash. Most of them are series anyway, so I kind of want to refer to those videos because, well, when recording it, unless you watch it completely, you wouldn't know the point of the whole recording. But if I like refer to it now, you might understand why you might want to watch it, I guess, if you want to, after this video. If you're coming from that, then that's even better. because you already kind of know the point of this video. For some reason, I can't find it. What the hell? Also, I may not put any music on this one because every other month I get this copyright notification about some music that I use. I downloaded, I guess, from another channel, which is supposed to be non-copyrighted, but for the time being, after like 3 years, they lose your license, and then I get all these, notifications, which is really annoying. I mean, I don't mind because at least these are the travel videos I, don't make for money or anything. But I mean, well, of course, it's monetized, but just having that, mark of, yellow monetization icon on the video is just really annoying to look at. You know what I mean? But if you're a YouTuber, you would understand that. But if you aren't, then yeah, it might probably go over your head. I'm just a weirdo. Sorry, you're trying to pay attention to the game. Because I mean, if you're here for watching Toribash, then sure. You might want to actually see the game, not just me talking. Okay, this is a precarious situation. I can't find that video. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Some talks on Toribash. So that was the 40 minutes video, not 45 minutes. That I uploaded before this one. Oh, actually has like 106 views. That's nice. No comments though. That was recorded about 1.5 years ago. So yeah, I was kind of right. Man, it's such a long time. Like time flew by. I still remember the video and like my whole face cam situation. I think that was like the last video that I recorded with face cam, if I'm not wrong. Unless I put a face cam on my Lord's mobile videos, which I don't remember doing. No, I think I didn't. I think I pinged out. So that was probably the last video that I used my face cam on. But yeah, when was that video that I remember completely doing? And when was the other one? I think there was one more before, which was my story of Toribash. Might put up the thumbnail of the video on this screen that I'm talking about, so it might be easy for you to refer to it. So I guess you already know the subject of that video, which was a Toribash. I talked about a lot of features that should be included in the current Toribash, not Toribash Next, because that one is completely different. Maybe I did talk about it, I don't know. I don't remember talking about it a lot. I kind of mentioned it, but yeah, I did talk about some issues with Toribash or whatever I thought of the game. But then again, I don't play the game a lot these days, and I don't really see any YouTubers playing it. At least I didn't search for any. So my points are not to be maybe taken towards the development phase, but still, if you just wanna, it's like a podcast where there's a general discussion about something, and you just wanna have an idea about the points the guy is sharing with you, something like that. So yeah, that's what that video is about. I mean, there could be some things that I might have talked about that were important and should be included in the development phase, but it's probably not. Yeah, my story of Toribash. Now in that video, that was an important one. But there was one another. I remember a comment from that other video. So there was another one, but I can't remember right now. I think that was before this one. But in that one, oh my god, what's with the graphics? No, I think that it was after that. Yeah, these graphics are from my crappy laptop for some reason. But my story of Toribash video, I think I'm mixing up both the videos, but I think in that one I started talking about how I started Toribash, I think, and not much about my life or anything. I don't remember. But yeah, there was one another. I think it was me about me quitting, not quitting Toribash, but why I didn't play it. Why I stopped playing it, like on regular basis. There was one another, which was about after custom belt. I think that's where I talk about my inactivity. But that was only 6 minutes, so I don't think there was something important there. Oh yeah, this one where I say I missed Toribash. I remember a comment from that one. So here's how it goes. The first one was a story of Toribash from 2017, and then in 2017 in November there's a about missing Toribash, and after that one is the custom build one where I talk about quitting. I think I talk about quitting it in the missing one as well. But after that was about my previous video, um, which was about you know, several for being AFK. I'm just wanna talk a little. The previous one was about Toribash itself, and then this one is about my life. So 5 important videos, I guess. If you wanna take a look. This one might be probably the longest because we've already been recording for 40 minutes now. Man, I totally got distracted on the 4 point because it's a little long one. So yeah, I kind of wanna. I get distracted really quickly. But anyway, you can still click on timestamps because the starting phase might be a little blabberish, I guess. But once I start getting to the points, I might be a little more organized. Anyway, so yeah, this was the in the point. This was the part of the point because I wanted to look back on my other videos and talk about it. So yeah, these are videos that I recorded, and my last one was 8 months ago. Yeah, been a really long time. I might come back to recording indie games. I don't know. It depends on my PC situation and the mood as well, but more on the PC situation. And then again, it depends on all the previous factors I've talked about, editing and the views and all that. So yeah, I might have to also consider that. But then again, I have some other stuff to talk about, which about keeping myself busy with other stuff rather than YouTube videos, which is important. Might come later. But yeah, let's move on to the next point. I think that's all about that. Yeah, there's a point about the TV video about the Morty one, which I already referred back in the video. I might post the video, make the thumbnail after this video, and post the mods with Morty. And there's a problem. I have to restart my game. I'll tell you why I have to restart my game later. So okay, I'm back. Before getting in the video, I want to talk about my GPU issue and my power issues. Well, power issue is just the power outage that happens. So in case power outage happens, I will pick up on the video after it comes back, maybe, or later some other day. So there might be a change in the scenario or my clothes or whatever. But in case of that, there might be a long break between the next scene, chapter, I guess. And if the GPU issues, so there's just some weird GPU issue. Let me put on my camera because I don't know, laying back my chair. There's this weird GPU issue. I don't understand. I don't know if a lot of people have it, but it's really rare. But then again, my GPU is really old, so I guess it's just the aging issue that is showing. But after playing a game for like 40 to 45 minutes, it's random. Sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 1 hour. The clock goes down to 400 megahertz. And well, one, it drops the FPS in most games like Toribash and Warframe, but in other games it destroys, it just crashes the game. And even if it destroys the FPS, it's like really laggy. So then I have to fix that. I have to close the game, then restart my disable and re-enable my graphics card driver, and then turn down the clock. I found like a fine clock ratio. There's like 1900 memory clock and 600 GPU clock, and that during that clock it stays more stable. At least gives me like 40 minutes or something before the FPS goes down to like really crappy. So I found that one, which is like lower than the actual clock, which is 800 megahertz. I turn it down to 600 because, and that does affect the FPS a lot, but not in Toribash and other games. like Rocket League, which are like not a lot demanding. But yeah, it does. The crash is what really annoys me, and the clock going down. It lags a lot. So in case that happens, I'll have to restart the game and then continue the video. That point is done. So about me talking about my exercise, my feelings and everything. I had an argument with a friend of mine. Try to search my mobile on the tape, please. Right there recording me. I had an argument with a friend, not saying names because it's personal. And I don't know, that just triggered my thoughtful side of the brain, I guess. Or I started feeling a little nostalgic about stuff. So this day is a little messy for my mental health, I guess. So yeah, the argument really was unfortunate. I don't like them doing that. I knew this would happen. Like I was starting nostalgic or something, but couldn't avoid it. So yeah, nothing. Not gonna talk about the arguments a lot. Just wanted to say why this video happened. I don't know. We can do that later, I guess, maybe if I have that point ready. But yeah, not a depressing video, of course. Like nothing. I'm talking about my feelings or anything. But I just like haven't talked about you guys in a long time. Just made a video on YouTube as well. Like this is the type of videos that I record. It takes a lot of time for me to record. Where I just talk and not play the game mainly. It does also happen in Warframe sometimes. I do that, but in Warframe I'm really distracted by the game, so I can't talk a lot. So yeah, to get these thoughts out, just have to like think a lot during saying stuff. Which issue? Yeah, the reason this video will be really long is because I have a as I already said before, 13. Wait, it's not 13. It's 33 divided by 2. That's like around 15, 16 lines. Okay, yeah. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was on 13th line. That was not 30 lines. 15, 16, I guess. This video is gonna be long because I can't finish the video before I finish all my notes. So yeah, it's gonna be a little long than the other ones. Maybe like 2 hours or 1.5. It depends. I think we're already in like 15 minutes. I haven't talked about the pandemic on the channel. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. I'm not like a expert or something. Fully vaccinated. That's nice. These last couple of years I've been really busy, I guess. A lot of stuff happened. At least on my, computer or PC side. I don't know how to put that. But like, yeah, learned a lot of stuff. This year has been just a learning phase. And it's not ended. Just keep learning, in my programming area. Because I don't know why I have never mentioned it about my career. I don't think I even said it in my channel. But I'm a computer science student. Well, I guess if it's a spoiler or something. And yeah, I made a note about my career on a Discord server, which I think I explained it quite well there. But yeah, it was about me being a computer science student and enjoy the stuff I enjoy is just in spare time. Is coding these days because it wasn't that like this before. I got into coding. Now how I got into coding, I will explain that a little later because I don't want to go to that because it will be distracting and waste a lot of time on this point. And unorganized, of course. But yeah, in my spare time I enjoy coding these days and watching YouTube, listening to music, or just playing Warframe. A lot of Warframe. Just the only game I play. I take a big break from Warframe every now and then, and it's a really long break. It's like last 6 months or 8 months. Everyone does it, but I think for me it's relatively long. But also when playing it, I played for really long because I think I restarted playing on May, if I remember correctly. And I've been still playing. It's like November, so it's like 6 months, 5 months. But yeah, I still haven't been bored because I don't know, in Warframe these days it's like this. I have to trade a lot. I found this side of the game. You have to farm relics and you have to farm, well, not farms. You have to trade vaulted relics. Buy it from the trade chat. Yeah. and then run it in a specific Discord servers. There are like 3 right now. There are other like French and Chinese ones, which I don't know about. But yeah, but it's like I found that before in November as well, before I quit actually, or in October, yeah. But I wasn't into it a lot. But these days I just gotta have to like keep my trades going. I have to keep buying relics, because if I don't, you lag in the progress. And not making enough platinum, which is an addiction. Like, my god, don't get into that. At least don't get into that seriously, because man, it ruins your time. I do want to try other games, but it's just really hard to get into. Some are like difficult to learn, like, and some are just paid. Some good games are paid. I think World of Warcraft. I haven't heard a lot about the game. I've heard about it from Markiplier, the YouTuber I watch. He hasn't said a lot about it, but I think I have an idea how the game is. It's like I don't know if it's dungeon looting or something, but it's somewhere right there. But it's like Diablo 3 basically. I know about Diablo 3 is like League of Legends, so I think it's kind of like League of Legends. But you have to kill monsters and stuff. I tried games like that. I like the concept, but I don't like the games that I've tried. I've tried a lot of games like that. Well, one League of Legends that was really difficult to learn. But that's the issue with League of Legends. I mean, Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft, there's like subscription, not even paid. There's a subscription. You have to pay monthly, or at least after a couple of months, which is not something I can afford. So can't play that. And the other free ones I've tried, which are like kind of rip-offs of these type of games. It's just really bad. I like the concept, but some games are dead, and some games it's like unbalanced. The players, there's like high level players and the low level player. It's kind of unbalanced, and on top of that, the graphics are really cheap. But I also have a bad PC, so maybe I'm not certain about the graphics thing. But yeah, the ones I tried, didn't really enjoy it. I tried a lot of Steam games, but I enjoyed none of them. Still sticking to Warframe for some reason. I mean, unless I find a new game, and Warframe was just a coincidence, just like Toribash. So unless I find a new game, might be playing Warframe for a really long time. And after I take a break from Warframe, this is another thing that I want to talk about. It's like a cycle I do every year about games, movies, and stuff, and YouTube. So I'll get to this point later on. Sorry for already spoiling it a little. But anyhow, let's move on. So the last couple of years, I've been programming. I've been coding stuff. I made some apps, which I actually started. I got into a new language, which is AHK. I'm gonna lay back a little. I started learning a new language, AHK. It is that the type of coding I did, it was not what it was intended for. But there were futures, because it's a good application, and it's really broad. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I really recommend it for someone that is not a programmer and he wants to get into it. I do recommend it to some of my friends. None of them really tried, but if you're already interested in programming, then take a look at that. But before that, maybe at least learn some basic programming concepts like loops and everything like that. Especially in C++. I recommend that language. That's what I learned as well. Been learning it for a really long time. I have to just relearn it because I've started a course in some academy, and they are teaching C, not even C++. So you have to redo all the concepts, whatever. So if you're into programming, go to C++, and then after learning the basic concepts, you don't have to program in there, just learn the concepts a little. And then implement those concepts in AHK. Depends on your project, like if you even have a project. You will see what I mean. Usually these projects are based around macros or controlling the game, which is kind of illegal depending on the game. I mean, Warframe allows it at least a little, not a lot. But there are the other games, at least Lord Mobile did, which is where the first ever project I had for HK was Lord's Mobile, which I'll get back to later in the video. I think it's yeah, it's later on. It's like the fourth point from the bottom. I'll go back to what happened to Lords. Actually, maybe you already guessed it. So in Lords Mobile, it's a type of game where you have to be active every single day, and the more time you spend in it, and either more time spent or more money spent. Pay to play games, stuff like that. But me being a lazy person, and just as a learning experience or learning project, I started making a bot or a macro, and that's where I started learning the program or the language is or a software. It's a compiler. It's a really big, a broad term. So you can't really say it's a compiler. You can't really say it's a language. It's a combination. Just how languages work. Like Node.js is also a language, and it's like it allows you to run programs and stuff. But this also has like GUI and has a lot of stuff in it. So, and the document itself is really easy to understand. Like most of the time, whenever you search for something I want to do in the software, you would just search up the keyword, and it will the first search result will most likely be from the document. So if you read the document a little, like at least 1-2 paragraphs, you'll understand what you want to do. Syntaxes are really beginner friendly. It's just a beginner friendly app, compiler, software language, whatever. So I really recommend it. So in that video, not in that app, there was a new term for me that I hadn't tried before, which was image search. I haven't gone back into it. It's like OCR, not OCR exactly, but if you have an image on the screen and you wanna search it first and then perform some code that you wanna run, you can just like detect the image and then run the code you want and put it in a loop so it just happens continuously. It is really resource intensive and at least uses like 10% of your CPU. At least mine is like Core i5 4th gen, if I remember correctly, or 3rd gen, I don't know. So yeah, it's really CPU intensive, a little, not that much. Depends on how much is the delay between each execution loop. So if you just put it around like 200 milliseconds or something, it should be completely fine. Doesn't even use like 1% of your CPU or something. But that is really interesting feature. It is quite common in other compilers as well. You can do that, but I haven't gone back to it because I don't need it in my later projects that I'm going to talk about. But with Lost Mobile, I had to because the game, in order to detect something in the game and in order to perform some function, I always had to like look for an image to pop up. Like whenever there's a message box that pops up or an email that you receive an email icon that you can perform some function and then tries to remove that image from the screen after doing whatever you did, so it doesn't get triggered again. Code, I mean. So there were some features like I wanted to make a resource farming, but at that point I lost interest in the project, so I didn't do it. I made a gem farming script to farm gems during the gem event. If you play large mobile, you might know it. Usually happens after Kingdom Clash Wars, right? What do we call it? Forgot. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I quit Lords, man. I don't know. It was really difficult to quit because I had spent a lot of time. Keep searching my mobile on the table. I keep forgetting it's on recording my face cam. Like I just didn't enjoy it anymore. Some stuff happened, some personal stuff. I had a friend there and I had an argument with her, and lost a friend. After that, I played for a couple of months, like 4 or 5 months, and 6 7 months actually. So I played the game for at least 1 year until I lost interest. I'm still interested. I want to log in time to time. I do, but no, I just can't do it on a daily basis because it requires your attention. You have to pop on your shield, you know, every day. Just you have to like stay cautious about your shield because if you don't, then someone will burn your castle and stuff gone. You have to restart. I wasn't even burned for like 1 year. Only one time at the start of the game, which wasn't even like which wasn't really important because like that was like my second day of playing, so I didn't even know about you. So I was burned there, but yeah, at least for a year I wasn't burned. But now it's just my castle isn't even shielded. You can burn it if you want. I don't remember my kingdom name. I think it's 761 or something. I don't remember. But yeah, there have been like 1,000 plus kingdoms now. Dang. So I just quit the game. I think one reason why I quit it was after I lost a friend, my project is what I found to keep me engaged with the game. You know, my large mobile script that I made. I don't think it's something that you can use now, unless, and otherwise I would have shared it on GitHub or something, but you can't use it because there's been a lot of updates in the game. So those images that you want to search for, they might be updated or outdated. So yeah, you can't use it because you need the image to perform functions or run code. Otherwise, it will be just running in the background doing deadly nothing. Some functions still perform. Depends on the type of image if it's updated or not, but not worth it. I need to update the code, and no, I don't. I wouldn't. I just quit the game, and the project is just left there. I lost the interest in the project. I don't remember when I lost interest. Yeah, I don't remember when I lost interest and what I started doing after that. I don't remember that. I think it's when I started Warframe again. Is when I kind of stopped coding when playing Warframe a little, and then I picked back up on it later on, and I started making a Discord bot. So yeah, so first one was the large model project. Next one was uh oh yeah, next one was regarding Warframe before Discord bot, which I have actually running completely full functional, baby, 24/7. Sorry about not playing. I should probably play some game. But yeah, got a lot to talk about. How long have I been recording for? Damn, 1 hour. So with the Warframe, I made an app. I don't want to show it on the screen. Nah, I wouldn't show it. Because I have some friends that know about my YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't want to promote my app or something. It's not deployable anyway. And I might have to like do some changes because I'm moving on from AHK to Node.js and I want to like code. So I might recode the app. So there's not really any point of showing it. But what it does is it keeps track of your relics inventory whenever you trade, which is a new function I developed. Whenever you trade, it updates your relic number, and whenever you run a mission successfully, like the mission ends, it removes the one relic, every time. So it tries to stay consistent. And if you want to add a new relic, you can also like there's editing option. You can add like 5 relics every click or something whenever you add a new relic. So basically, relic inventory management, one function, which was the basic point of the software or the app. So small app really. And the second was to, make a trade chat pastas, copy paste thing. Like one was like completely all the relics. It was randomized because you have like 120 character limit on trade chat. So the relics randomized every time you open the app. So one was that, which was really old one. Then I developed some new one just recently. One function was that recently I developed the random, not random, but like you in a file, in a config file, you paste the lines that you want to send in trade chat, like your copy paste. There's like 10 to 12 lines that I have, 10 to 12 messages, not lines, but a better word to say 12 to 10 messages that I pasted there, and every time you press the hotkey, which is numpad 8, it picks one of those and it sends that in trade chat. And one is randomized and then it's sequential. Like if you get a buyer and they want to see all your relics list, all your 12 messages or more, depends how many you have. There's no limit actually. So if they want to see, you enable the sequential option and then you just start pressing your hotkey a couple of times. It shows you the next pasta so you don't like restart the whole sequence. So that's one thing, and it times out every 5 seconds. So it's like if you're in the sequence and you didn't pay the next message after 5 seconds, it goes back to one, the first message, and then repeats over and over again. So that's a new thing that I developed. So that was regarding the pastime. Next was regarding the server that I'm in. So there's like fetch functions and hosting table. Yeah, just like whenever I wanna host a relic, whenever you host in in-game recruitment, you say like want to host like a Neo and 1 relic. Well, that's really old relic. Whatever, lit and 7 relic, rad, usually rad. But in server we have like flawless, intact runs, not exceptionals a lot, and rad runs. So it's difficult to remember sometimes. I mean the server bot, that's someone made by someone else, not me. For you to manage that sort of stuff, like they're like default host, which is like might be flawless, and then there's 1x1 run, 2x2, 4x4. The usual you do on in-game recruitment is 4x4. Got like all the people select a relic in a given cycle. But yeah, in order to like keep track of that, you can use that. And then there's like lit, meso, neo, xe era. So if there's like a good fissure on any of those eras, you can just check that fissure and it will show you all the saved hosts in that one, in that said era. So like I want to see only lit hosts, so you can just check that, and those are the type of functions that I've developed at the start of the app, like they were required. I don't really use them a lot anymore really, because I don't actually need them right now. I don't run all type of relics at the same time. I just pick one. I remember which one to run. Usually run Volt relics, or the relics I'm missing like Ash or Mag. I try to sell sets, so I try to keep up my sets inventory. So there's like a Ash Prime Neuroptics that I'm missing. I would paste, like I would run just that relic. Hold on, let me check Discord. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention it. Not even in the notes. I got a new keyboard. It's difficult to show it because my camera is all set up there, but let me try. Maybe I can show it. If you can see there, it's an RGB keyboard. Only this area, these red keys that you can see, they are mechanical, and the rest of them are membrane. It's really expensive. I expected it to be whole mechanical, but that's a little more expensive than this one. So I couldn't afford it. I wanted a branded one, as I'm so fed up by used stuff. So yeah, I don't want to use one anymore. I might probably just stick with branded, equipment that I buy for a computer. I'm gonna lay back a little, talk about my notes. What was I on about? I forgot. My projects. So the host table, and then there are some other functions. Let me just look at that will be easier. Next one was which I also developed right around the same time, was to get all the prices data from Warframe Market and list that in order of the average prices of the items. So I developed that, and then I my database updates. Now I have a database for that. Before I didn't have it, so it was like a local file. So it updated every like 24 hours at 12 a.m. UTC. So that was that. And next was the linker list. One was buy relics, past and all the relics, and then your linker list. So in case you want to send the relic links, you can do that. Yeah, that's all the stuff that had. There was also a threshold, so it's like if you want to host relics, you can set like a threshold of the relics you have. Like if you have at least 10 relics, then show those hosts. If not, then don't show them. So it's all automatic. Every time you change this threshold, it takes your relic inventory, the number, if it's greater or lower, shows you the relic, otherwise not. However I showed that's different. um that's that. That was that app. I'm still working on it. Like, it's still a work in progress. I haven't give up on it yet. I might probably just, I might. It's like a main app that I use. It pops up on my PC. It's like minimized all day. When my PC is open. So, it's like it's my inventory. I keep my inventory up to date on the app all the time. So every time I use it more often, because I'm a relic runner, so I have to keep that stuff, organized because I need it. The next project I had was feel like I had a smaller project in between before going towards a Discord board, but I had started coding AHK. I started coding Discord board on AHK. First, I found about webhooks. Now, webhooks have an issue. You can post stuff on Discord, but not. But you can listen to messages. Someone types something, wants to interact with the bot. There's no functionality for that. You don't have a gateway, for a webhook. But I launched, coded a real Discord bot that you can use on AHK. Now that is something that there's no tutorial about. There is one file that was like coded, like in 2018, if I remember correctly, like 3 years ago. It was coded in 2018, and that file is like a template that you can use. It's missing some functions like the resuming. If you're into Discord bot, you might know these keywords. It might be this section of the video might be a little technical. Sorry about that, for the coding and programming. But yeah, you cannot resume the bot once once the gateway sends you like a close code. It just closes the game. It crashes. So for that you have to like code the resume functionality on AHK. Now, AHK and JavaScript or Node.js or Python, if you're a coder, you might be using JavaScript or Python, one of those languages, for coding a Discord bot. But if you were like me, you were learning AHK, you might have to build your own functions for stuff that you want to do. You have to look up the document, the actual document, API document from Discord, not JavaScript document. Now you have to build the bot from scratch. Now I'm thinking of making a video on it, in case some people are interested. It doesn't really suit my type of content on the I mean, I am a programmer, yes, but I don't program on my channel. So maybe I might start doing that, but I don't know. The video might take a lot of effort, because you have to organize the tutorial correctly, and you have to explain stuff really clearly for the viewers. So I don't know, I might make a video on how to code a Discord bot on AHK, fully functional one, with resume functionality and everything. But yeah, that's where I started learning that. It was a really hectic process. It took me months to just get a good bot running right away. But it was informative and knowledgeable because after I moved towards JavaScript or Node.js, it was, I understood the underlying functions that were there whenever a function executes. Like, if you never looked at the official API document, you don't even know what's happening after you press send, after you enter the send command on any message or on a channel. So if you don't know that, then you kind of don't understand coding really. From the bottom up, you don't understand it from scratch, then it's not useful. So what actually happens is it calls the gateway, or it calls the REST API, sends it a URL, sends it header and everything, and then posts a thing on that, channel, post a message right there. But sometimes there's errors that happen, maybe some wrong with your message content, or something wrong with the embed, or just like a gateway error, 500 code, 5xx. Then in AHK you don't even have exceptions for that. Like, you can use try, but sometimes for a specific response code or HTTP response code, you want to like send a message in the channel like this error happened, stuff, blah blah blah, or perform some other function that is more that is like useful or part of your code that is intended, other than just posting the code error in the channel. So for that, you have to first know the code, if it's 413, 404, if it's 502, if it's 501 or 500, if it's like, I don't know, I think on Discord has only 400 and 500, and other than that they're like 4000 or something, which is a little more specific on the gateway side. So you would have to make an exception for every single code in AHK, but in JavaScript or in Node.js or Python, you have like the catch function. You can just catch the code, and it's kind of similar, but it's less line of code in Node.js than there is on AHK. And it's really hectic to. Sometimes you just want to just catch the error. Don't even bother with it. In AHK, you have to type a lot of lines, man. On Node.js, you just type .catch, console.log error, done, return. On AHK, it's just really annoying, But it is more informative than Node.js. I recommend it if you haven't coded Discord bot. It's easy, but it just takes time to code. Like, my relics inventory code is like 4000 by now. And if I were to code that in Node.js, it might probably be like 1000 lines. It's just a lot of code that you have to do. So after coding in AHK, my Discord bot, I had made a whole functional bot, which has a lot of commands, like, some are related to the VFM API, Warframe Market VFM API, WFM, not VFM. It reads your, it refreshes your prices for all the prime items in a couple of seconds. And the AHK was slower. Now it's really fast. It's like 10 seconds at most. And some other functions were regarding the relics data or some orders from VFM, WFM, for a specific item. Now my code has really broadened, like a lot. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff in there. But before it was still a lot of code. It took me a month to completely recode that, that my bot itself. And on top of that, like midway through, after 70% done with my bot, I had another secret project that I can't talk about. It's not out yet, which is part of my bot. I just can't say anything about that because it's a group of people that I'm with, and can't expose it. Not on YouTube. Like, not there, not the platform. Because if someone watches my videos that are Warframe Relic Runner, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, I can't talk about that, but that project is a lot bigger than all of my projects. So that required a lot of coding, and in the first 2 weeks, I had a lot of codes done. Like every single day, I would wake up and start coding the bot. And yeah, I don't exactly know how many lines of code that is, but it was less code in Node.js and more thinking, just the structure. And before that, the big project started. And midway after learning Node.js, I wanted to convert my bot on the cloud, because if you're running it locally, you have to like have a stable internet and a good ping. I don't have either of those. I mean, my internet is stable, but my power outages sometimes happen, and sometimes my internet goes down. My PC shuts off. My laptop battery is also dying day by day. So there are downtimes on my actual local bot. But I started hosting it on a cloud hosting service, Heroku, if you have heard of it. So yeah, I started hosting it there, and now that there's an issue with that. You have to use a database for any storage retrieval, and I didn't have that. Like, I wasn't even using MySQL. I should have used it actually, but I was using local JSON files. Which JSON is also something that I learned in AHK, which was really helpful. Like, JSON has changed my life in the coding area. Man, JSON is so useful. Like, my man, I don't even know how I landed on that concept, but when I found it, my My code was completely changed and my life was changed. It was so easy. But anyhow, uh, after I converted all the weirdly stored data about my bot, let's go to a betting server because I'm not really playing here. So, at least there's something interesting for you guys to watch. Maybe I'll bet a little. There's some people here. So yeah, then I had to make a database for my. I'm not completely finished with the structure of the database still, but the database is also part of Heroku because it's like an official service that they provide. And there are some limits on it, which is really annoying. 10,000 global row limit, which is a big problem for my other big project with that's gonna have a lot of database, probably if we launch it successfully, may have a lot of data to store. So yeah, I've yet to structure that. I'm not completely done with the project either. I'm like done with the basic part. I've developed the basic concepts and everything, but I have to add some more functionalities there. So that project, yeah man, this all happened 2021. This has been a busy year, man. So yeah, that's why I also stopped YouTube because I wanted to stay busy with that kind of stuff, not making videos. I mean, I do enjoy it, but just eats up a lot of time. Anyhow, so I think that's all about the projects thing. I started cloud hosting, database knowledge. Yeah, I learned a lot about database. Luckily this semester in my university, I think I kind of stuck. No, the university is the next point. I want to talk about my university a little because I've never talked about it. In this semester, we had this database course. Kind of forgot the word for it. For a second there, we had database course. I mean, I did understand the concept already from my high school, but that's where we started implementing a database. We started coding stuff. Not coding exactly. Yeah, we did code. We had a project from school, I forgot about that project. Shit. We had a project from university, not school, about making a database for an organization, which we did. That's where the professor part comes in, which I wanted to talk about. I don't know where I wanted to talk about that. I forgot. But yeah, want to refer to that point now. I found this teacher or this professor. He's like a hospital, what do you call it? Manager, I guess. But yeah, I made a database for him, and for that I also used AHK because I was all over AHK during that phase of 2021. So yeah, I mean AHK is not something that I would use for official project, but it was a small project. Besides, it was the only university, so it kind of worked. I mean, I still got A grade. That's good for me. So that worked out. But yeah, I learned a lot during that, and props to the professor who gave me the project. Damn, that was a really good project. I still have that, but I want to upgrade it now because I want to recode my relic inventory and that project app in maybe Node.js if it's possible, if there's app development possible. But if not, then I don't know. We'll see. I might use a different software compiler, whatever. So those were all about the projects, I think. Learned a lot about databases, man. That's good. But I think there's yet more to learn because I've already got my hands dirty on SQL databases. I haven't even, started messing with a Mongo database or NoSQL databases. Like that's a whole different concept that I'm not even aware of. Like I don't even know how that works. There's like nodes and stuff that you have to that provide you information. With SQL, it's like relational database, there's tables and stuff, but yeah, that no SQL databases don't have that. So anyway, that was all about databases. And yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself busy, man. Been hell up for you. I like that. Okay, about my university. I mean, it might start soon. She keeps searching about mobile again. Sorry about looking at my mobile. It's some personal stuff. Uh, I had a vacation. Like right now I'm on vacation. It might start soon in November. On vacation, I had this goal to first make a Discord bot and then to host it completely, like 24/7. Somehow, I didn't even know about cloud function, cloud services, cloud hosting, but somehow host it 24/7 without me having to host it, like in some website. Like I knew it was possible. I just didn't know without paying money. Heroku is completely free, by the way. If you want to stick to the free plan, it has some limitations, but if you're fine with that, just go ahead. And if you're just a learner, yeah, go ahead. You don't even I like you don't even have big projects, but if you find one that's good, but just have some small projects and start working with it, man. Start messing. Just get yourself busy, man. Um, so yeah, that was my goal, and I already completed it. Like by the end of the vacation, I have a Discord bot running 24/7, and completely ditched the local one. Stopped running that because all the functions were in local cloud now. Little by little, I started implementing functions, and I started hosting both the bots. I had like two gateways running at the same time. Sometimes one went down, the local one. The other one still stayed up, and it's been staying up 24/7 for the last 1.5 months, man, or 1 month actually. But yeah, so the goal is finished. About the university, like I don't know about my career, like maybe databases or just programming. I don't know. I'm not sure about my career a lot. I was into game developments back in high school. For a little time, I started developing games for 2 months, but got bored, man. I don't know games. I didn't learn it. I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't good coder back then. That was one thing. And then on top of that, after I learned coding, I didn't pick the project back up. And besides, I kind of ruined it. Kind of ruined my experience when I started watching a YouTube video, and I was just following it. Like the guy was making a game, I was just copying the code line by line. It wasn't helpful. I completely forgot how to even code in. It was Unity, but I was using Unity. So I don't totally forgot how to code in Unity. I kind of remember some functions, but I mean now if I pick it back up, then if I spend like 2 or 3 hours, I might be totally on with it. But when I'm not creative with games, like you have to think. Like code is one side of the development, but you have to think of the type of game 2D, 3D, and then if even it's possible in 3D, your concepts, or 2D if it's even possible in 2D. Your creativity you have to be so it has to be on point, but it requires a team, and I'm not a team member. I'm just my own. Don't have a team either, but I mean I think gaming is one side that I might try. I might pick it back up later on when I'm less busy. Sorry about my headphone, I didn't even mention it. It's the wires are broken, man. It's really annoying, and it messes time to time. So yeah, I have like some tape around and it's like solder and everything. I think I might go with a wireless headphone next because wires are really annoying. And I've already wasted like 5 headphones. They're like just sitting there in my what do you call that? I forgot what you call that. But you know, the sliding thing from a table. Anyhow. Uh so yeah, about my vacation goal, I've completed that. Nailed it, man. Nailed it. About my career, yeah, gaming is one side. Maybe I might pick my hands on website development soon, like by the end of this year I should have, because first I wanna look into app development, like application is different than website because app runs on your desktop and website is just on Google Chrome. So yeah, I mean HTML CSS is easy to code in. I already have an idea since Marty wants to start working with it. So we had a session where we talked about it and we learned a lot of stuff. So I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, but it's gone better now. What's happening in the game, man? There are a lot of people in this server. Let me just lay back a little. What's next? Career? Yeah. Yeah. Marty wanted to start working on website development, and database is one side of the website that you have to keep up and running. So maybe he will help me a little, but he's going towards Python, which is not a language that I like a lot. I prefer Node.js. But yeah, Python is a little broader language than Node.js, so has its own advantages. Another is I don't know, networking. Like I haven't done a lot in networking. I don't know. Like I mean, I understand networking really well. I I kind of mess with my router a lot, and I understand some like packets, ping, latency, packet loss, etc. How to like troubleshoot that. I've troubleshoot a lot of networking issues, so I do understand the stuff that I understand, but there's nothing like a type of project that I can find, because networking is so much related to hardware side. So even if you want to work on a project, you have to like have a hardware or something up and running for that. And maybe we haven't learned this yet, but microcontroller coding or something, Arduino or something. So yeah, I might look into that. And Android development, haven't done that. So yeah, that might be on the to-do list. 2 or 3 of those things. Soon TM. There's one keyword about personality. I don't know what to talk about that. I put it there with a question mark. But like I think if you watch me, I don't talk about my personality. Just only to my friend Marty. Like if you watch my videos, then I guess you already know the type of person I am. I'm really real on YouTube. So yeah. I guess that's that. I don't know what else to say. But if you order to for you to know me personally, you may have to be like a friend or a really close friend, and or you have to. Yeah, I guess that's the only way, because I don't know how else would you know about me, except on the YouTube side, that is. Uh, Man, October has been fun actually. This month I've been watching a lot of scary videos. I watch YouTube like before bedtime usually, or just whenever I'm bored of Warframe or something. First, just pop on YouTube, and I've watched a lot of scary games this month, which is yeah, kind of goes with Spooktober concept, but it's been really fun. So yeah, that's cool. That's about YouTube side. The watching side, I mean, I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch like Jack, Mark, and a couple of YouTubers out there. I watch from Crazy Russian Hacker. Been watching him a lot. I don't know why. I picked up on him after like 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I mean, he does make some cool gadgets videos, and he always has something cool to show that blows up my mind. So that's cool. He's also a really cool, nice guy, I would say. Everyone knows picking. I don't know what happened. And some other channels that I watch from time to time. But usually it's Mark. If he uploads a new video, he always puts a smile on my face, man. So yeah, it's good, nice to watch him. He had a podcast. I don't watch it actively, just sometimes. I watched it a lot last month, but I haven't watched it again. Mark might probably be upset if he hears this. But it's also really funny. But the thing is, I don't want to be doing anything else. Like they talk about really informative stuff, so I want to have my ears on it when they are talking. Another thing is, I started watching SpongeBob a couple months ago, and I watched like 3 seasons. But yeah, I dropped it. Like I don't know, I haven't found time to rewatch it. And anime, I started watching anime this year. It's been fun, but it's just not something I actively do like YouTube. I mean, my whole it's a cycle of my year. The new stuff I had, like from for several months I play Warframe. After I get bored of it, I watch YouTube actively, not just before bedtime or in my spare time or when I'm bored from Warframe. So either that or I play Petri Dish. That usually happens by January or February. Petri Dish is a browser game that I don't make videos about it on YouTube, but it's just something I pop on while listening to music, and it's fun. I have some friends there. There's some Russian people over there. So yeah, I don't understand the chat, but I play with them. I have some couple friends from there, but I don't talk with them really, or not even monthly. It's just a year thing. Sometimes, you know, when I'm in the game, they join. Usually playing when I join, so that's convenient. So that's one part of the cycle, and then playing with the Marty, I guess. I play some games with him for a couple of months. Uh, Toribash, I don't know. Toribash is not a part of my yearly cycle, but it's like a bi-yearly thing that I do. And the recording YouTube has been this month. I don't know. I haven't recorded anything. Even not even uploaded. I mean, I recorded some large mobile tutorials, but that was before I quit and haven't picked on YouTube videos back up again. So YouTube was part of my cycle. Now it's not. What else changed? A lot of stuff changed, man. Movies, yeah. Watching movies actively. I usually pick up on a franchise that I had watched and I rewatch it. But it doesn't last long. It's long like a couple of weeks that I watch movies actively. Usually at night time. So that's cool. So that's just part of my cycle. Um, it changes. It's random. Like it's not that May to November I might play Warframe. No, I mean I still play Warframe. It's random. Sometimes it starts from January till May, but usually it's around like mid-ish year. So that's that. We are coming towards the end of the video, by the way, and we're 1 hour in. So yeah, my might last till 2 hours. So anyway, that's about that. Uh, being listening to a lot of my favorite singers. I don't have a lot of singers that I listen to. I don't just listen to any music on YouTube. Listen to Adele. Time Flies a lot. Eminem. Mm, some nightcore music. I love that. But it's usually like one hit song that I listen to. It's not any song that they upload on daily basis. I listen to Akon from time to time. Only two songs that I listen from him, or three. So yeah. Some other singers I can't remember right now. A lot of stuff to process in my head. So, but Adele, yeah. This year I've been listening to some new songs from my singers. Hold on. I think some capacity issue. Let me reset my cam. Okay. So, been listening to a lot of music from the favorite singers that I listen to. I mean, Eminem has uploaded a lot of good songs. And Adele has a new song. But I hadn't listened to her old ones. I think I only started listening to her actively this year. So that's new. Time Flies have been always fun. I've listened to a lot of their songs. So yeah. Carl, he made a new channel actually on Carl. So he does upload some songs. Yeah, he has some good new one songs. So I hope he keeps uploading them because they're fun to watch. Or listen, I mean, songs. They also have some videos, which is quite convenient. Like it doesn't have to have. Yeah, the cycle I've talked about. Games I played this year, like, I might have to check Steam for that. About Lords Mobile, that was part of this timestamp. So I've already explained that I quit Lords Mobile. Back in the video when I was talking about my projects, my Lords Mobile projects. So yeah, I quit Lords Mobile, man. It's just too much. So yeah, let me check games. Like I think I haven't talked about my PC, but that comes later. But after I got a new PC, I started testing a lot of games that if I might like them. Not like I like them, but my favorite ones are Terraria, Lords Mobile Wars, Toribash, Warframe. Well, Warframe, no shit. Toribash, yeah, played from time to time. Terraria is not a game I play solo. I play with Marty or Iki. But with Iki, I made a series, so we kind of finished the game. So I don't know if we'll pick it back up. There's a new update which we might want to try, but he's not in the mood. I used to play Battle Right. This year I haven't. Oh yeah, I played Destiny 2. We picked back up on Destiny 2, Marty, this year, Marty and me. We played some of it until we realized it's just completely a fucking paywall. and everything is hidden behind a fucking paywall. And man, oh man. So yeah, I'm not betting. I'm just focusing on the conversation or the talking. So yeah, I mean we could spend a little on the game, but I don't know. Marty doesn't want to do it, and uh, it's just a lot of grinding, which is fine by me and him as well. But I think he wants to see the story of Destiny 2, and me, I don't know. I just want to be good at the game, I guess, or at least reach a high level. But even that requires a lot of grinding. But which I cannot do that solo. I kind of want to play with him, not myself. Because if I do that with Destiny 2, I will just it will just be another Warframe, and I want to find a different genre than Warframe. So Destiny 2 will not do really like for a long time game. Haven't played Gary's mod this month actually. Me and Monty have tried Fall Guys. I think by the end of 2020 or in 2021. I like the game, but we didn't play it again. But, I forgot to record it. I don't think I have a recording of it. But yeah, it was fun. But on solo, it's not really fun, so I don't play it. Gary's mod I usually play with Ikin. I think I played some last year in winters, like around this time. So maybe we will pick it back up. You just have to find like good horror maps, which are difficult to find. Try some Space Lords this year. I like the game, but it didn't last long. Like once I close the game, it takes a lot for me to like go back to that game. But when I'm playing it the first time, I do play it for some time. But yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, Space Lords is kind of like Warframe a little. You like get into a mission or Destiny 2 more like, and you kill a lot of people and loot some stuff. It's basically. I don't know the point of the game either. I just kill some people and then quit the game. uh Stardew Valley is a game that me and Nikki played. There was a series, like 2-part series on my channel, but we didn't pick that up again. And there were some other games that I kind of tried last year, not this year. I haven't tried anything. And Marty, I think. Yeah, we did play Marty. We did the Nether, and then after that, we kind of stopped playing. I mean, Minecraft is always fun. There's this, if you know about this drunk Minecraft series from Markiplier, I watch it like a lot. Like I rewatch it a lot. I've rewatched it like 4 times by now, and I kind of feel like rewatching it again after I just finished rewatching it a month ago. Like it's so fun, I guess. I like at this point I know what they are gonna say line by line whenever I rewatch. So it's a cool game or a series to watch. But yeah, I don't play about Minecraft and solo. Those are like the type of games I play with my friends. If it's a multiplayer game, I will play with my friends, like Iki and Mod. And nothing else that I tried really. And I didn't even get a chance to play games this year because, well, one, when I was busy with coding, and other, I didn't do YouTube videos because during that I play a lot of indie games. So maybe I'll pick that back up. I'm not sure. Maybe if I find time. It just eats up a lot of time, and I don't have that. Not in 2021 anyway. Maybe 2022 will be a little less hectic. Well, I hope so. I mean, I don't hope so really. I want to stay in this routine that I got, where you might have to stop at some point. But maybe I'll be trying different stuff. You never know. But yeah, 2021 has been a hell of a year, man. Me and Marty talked about this, but it flew by so fast. There was so much stuff that happened. And like there's a note on it that I'm gonna reflect on all the events from 2020 and 2021 that I didn't actually talk about that, and I didn't talk about 2018 or 2019. I don't remember anything from 20. I watched Until Dawn and some good games like Life is Strange on YouTube. So I do remember 2017 and 2016 was when I met Marty, and I started watching YouTube actually. So I do remember some of 2016, but 2019, 2018, they were not. They were boring years. I didn't do anything. And then again, I was like going through high school, so I was more busy with my studies actually. And I did record some stuff, yeah, but they were probably indie games. But I spent a lot of time on YouTube and studying, recording YouTube, and also watching. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about 2021 later if there's something else left to talk about. There's a point I skipped. I didn't watch movies. Yeah, this year, like 2020, I did watch Fast and Furious that I already said. Um, but yeah, didn't watch any movies this year. I think yeah, by in 2020 I also rewatched Marvel, some of those movies. But I have some movies like on the list to watch, but just I don't know, I haven't found time or was in the mood. So yeah, didn't do that. Sorry, that's a point I missed in the previous one, the previous timestamp. So sorry. I guess I can't do anything after post I did. My cycle I already talked about that. Oh yeah, I did meet a lot of people this year. Especially from Lords Mobile, I met some new friends, and also had like two long time new friends. Like one I lost, and I think second I also lost. I just last yesterday we had an argument, so yeah, that wasn't good. So I don't know. We haven't talked a lot yet today. We don't really talk on daily basis. It's just something personal. I don't wanna say it on YouTube. But I did meet some other people, like from the server, from my really running server. I made some friends, like good friends there. So yeah, we are all working on a project together. So though that's one team that I found, and other is other were some from Large Mobile. Those were temporary friends, so it's like a clan. We interacted a lot, but yeah, I don't keep up with them anymore. I've just quit the game basically. So did talk to a lot of people this year. Like none of them really lasted, which is not what I expected anyway. I'm gonna look at my contact list, my DM contact list on Discord, and I did join a Warframe clan. I think this year, yeah, I did join a new Warframe clan this year. So yeah, I usually have DMs from that server, Relic Running server, and uh, more of them are online. Actually, Line was a social media app that we used with Lords, so it was a common app there. Discord is not so common now. They are turning towards Discord. Like, wow, okay. After I quit the game, sure, but usually they talked online, so I have more context here than Discord this year. Um, so that's about the internet part. I have a reflect on 2020 and 2021. Mm, I have to like rethink, I guess, like from start to finish. I don't remember 2020 really. I think it started with me in my me giving my final exams, yeah, and it was also started with me having a good PC with a good graphics card, which didn't last long actually. It's fucking broke, like after 6 months. So yeah, that was sad. But then I got a new graphics card, which is also breaking now this year. So anyway, that's that. Let's sort of talk about my PC issues. My PC issues I'll talk in the next part, not this one. So it started with me giving final exams. I nailed the fucking final exams of first semester when I was school. But after that, I think the pandemic happened. I had a vacation. No, there was second semester. So yeah, that was weird. In the second semester, we had like 1 month. Yeah, 1 month of physical classes. But then, but then the pandemic became official. I think on June 13 in our country. If I remember correctly, in 2020. I was really busy at the start in like January and February with the exam, so I didn't even use my PC like when I got it for games. I tried it in my spare time. It was like 1 2 hours. I went to have bed straight, and I was really busy with the subjects and studying, etc. So yeah, there's nothing interesting there to talk about. That's why I'm skipping toward June, which is when I had a vacation. There was like a like a pandemic vacation before they moved towards the online classes. So during that, I watched some YouTube actually, and I think that's also when I found HK, but I wasn't coding in it. I only found it. I found it from my sister's laptop. There was an issue with the key there. It's basically a key hotkey thingy. You write some code whenever you press a hotkey. That happens. So I made to stop having that issue. But after that, later on, I picked up on HK again and recorded some stuff. So that was all the projects that I was talking about later on, back in the video. So the pandemic vacation, there was nothing interesting there. I watched some YouTube, and then the online classes started. So I mean, I don't remember it really, but I think I was just either watching YouTube. Yeah, that's when I found Lords as well. So yeah, that's something interesting. I was just playing Lords all day. 2020 was not a good year. Like it was, was really boring, and I was already it's some personal issues there that I can't talk about, but yeah, it was not good year for me. But 2020 has been the opposite actually. So 2020, uh, I found Lords on May, and I started playing it. Found a friend there, the first friend, long time friend. Mm, we talked and talked and talked literally for 6 months straight, every fucking single day. Oh, man, it's a long time. But I've been over that. But yeah. Mm, and like after, and that was either it was either online class or I was playing Lords, basically. So that was 2020 until like November. That was the case, and it's somewhere in between the year, like mid-year, I started playing Warframe, and that's when I found the really running Discord server. But then I quit Warframe, like got on a break in November, so that didn't last long. But I don't remember how much time I played Warframe, but I think I was like refarming the new gear. I was playing Dymos. I think that's when Dymos came in 2020. So I was doing that in Warframe, and after that, I think I farmed everything, and then I quit the game for like 5 months break or something. Six months break, yeah. So after that, I don't remember what I did. Probably watched YouTube. Oh yeah, also Markiplier made a new channel, Unas Anas, in 2020. So yeah, I was watching that when I refer to the YouTube part. I was watching that, and like I didn't watch it completely, but along usually watch that or some other YouTube content. So yeah, this is just YouTube. I don't remember every video I watched, so can't say. But so after November, it's that was the post period of losing the friend. Uh, and I was still playing Lords. So, but in after I think I started coding Lords in December. Yeah, I did start coding Lords in December. So that's when the coding phase started. And the and Lords I've coded until April, and then I moved over to Warframe, and then I started coding Warframe. So 2021 was like still like from start to finish, it has been a coding phase. Like I was probably coding something on every day. So that was about 2020. 2020, yeah. In January, February, I played a little bit of Petri Dish. That didn't last long actually, but I jammed to that a little. I don't remember. Like 2021 had been passed by. Like there was a lot of stuff that happened, I believe, but it just flew by really quickly. I can't recall it exactly. Uh, like January, February, was playing Lords, coding, and I think playing Petri Dish. And we also had like third semester going on, so I was studying as well. Then third semester was not great, and second wasn't either. Well, like I wasn't studying wholeheartedly, I would say. So I was only studying for passing, and the subjects were boring as well. But the math was cool. Maths has been always cool, but yeah, whatever. Later on, I think I quit Lords in I mean, I recently quit Lords, but I started losing interest in Lords after I picked back on Warframe in May. So that was all. I think 2021, I've already talked about all the projects and everything. So that was whole 2021 has been just about projects. So until now, a lot of projects happened. I mean, I'm proud of it. Don't regret anything. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. How long have I been in the video? I think my OBS just crashed. What the hell? I hope not. My OBS was frozen for a second. I hope it didn't crash. Wait, it says encoding overloaded. See any sort of lag? Sorry about that. I don't know why it says that. Well, now it doesn't. Maybe that was a temporary thing. I don't know. It will. You know, recording shit happens, man. Can't avoid it. And I mean, on the YouTube side, if you talk about my YouTube channel, there was some two. There was two. No, Koopa happened last year, 2020. Yeah, before the pandemic it started. So that kind of took YouTube attention on the whole political side of the policy. Mm, didn't have anything to do with that actually. I was just, I don't know, I wasn't even using my channel. I won't even use my channel this year either. And 2020, I think I recorded some stuff, but after that I stopped a little, 8 months ago, and longer than that because I made the last tutorials. I think around May is when I actually stopped YouTube in 2020 after I found lore, so that really ate up a lot of my time. So I think I haven't really uploaded much in 2020 and 2021 as I used to on 2019, 2018, 2017. So yeah, 2020 was just bad and 2021 has been good. In my note I wrote start to finish, probably not many events happened, but man, there were a lot that I discussed. So yeah, stuff happened. Mm, 2021. I mean, think the projects happened and still going on. I mean, what I'm doing today, working on my bot or playing Warframe, just the usual, I guess. I don't know. I want to find a new game than Warframe, but it's very difficult to find. And having the mood to play it again after I've already closed it. So, the first time. So yeah. But I think I might come soon towards quitting Warframe again. I don't know. We have yet to launch our project, so it might take a couple of months more. But I might probably quit it in November, I guess, or December. After the university starts again. But yeah, I don't know about that. Some talk about my YouTube channel and along with my PC issues. I mean, most of PC issues I've already referred to before in the video. One is the GPU issue. Other is the my PC just sucks, I guess. um, my old recording setup has been really outdated. You know, need a new mic, need an actual cam because this mobile is not convenient at all. Need a good PC, man. That's just really financial issues that are keeping me down, and yeah, that's it. So PC has not been doing well. I mean, I think I need a new graphics card, so I might buy one soon, I guess. Or I mean, if I quit Warframe, then I wouldn't really pay attention to buying a new card. So maybe in 2020 2022, like midish year, I might have to get a new graphics card if I have the money, financial as well. So yeah, that's that. About my YouTube channel, I mean, there's nothing interesting. I mean, just yeah, I didn't upload a lot in 2020 2021, and it's been doing great in some of the videos that I've uploaded, the tutorial ones. Uh, they've been making me some money, so it does support me financially a little. But I have to like make more tutorials on Warframe or some other games. So it's like better because the monthly income is not that high now. But I don't know. I want to get into YouTube. I mean, I don't know. I don't think about my YouTube channel actively. Like, I can't even say if I want to get back into YouTube, making videos again or playing indie games. It's just like the effort is not worth for the views. It's just that takes a lot of time. Eats up at least like 5 hours per video a day, and if the views are not great either, so it kind of is a letdown. I probably reported that before in the video, but yeah. So that's the YouTube issue that I'm having. Mm, I'm thinking about making HK Discord videos because I'm kind of ahead of everyone in that regard. I mean, not a lot of people code in HK either. I know that. But in case someone is like me that is just getting started with Discord bot coding and he's a HK coder, then it might help them a little. Because I had to like do everything from scratch. Like, man, I had to learn about WebSockets first and then the REST API. Like, I didn't know either of those. So while learning that and making a good Discord bot stable one was really difficult. It took me some time. Yeah, a lot of time actually. I guess that sounds all the points. I mean, how long have we been recording? I think it's 2 hours. Wow, kind of expected it. So it might be like a 6 to 7 GB upload, which is gonna be annoying. I do, yeah. I think we wanna upgrade our internet, but I mean, I always wanted to, but financial issues. So I kind of want to stream some games. At least I want to stream any new game that I try on Twitch side, but well, I can't because the upload speed is really low. PC is that bad. Power outages, one. And then secondly, uh, Twitter is not my main platform, so I have to like start from scratch over there. On YouTube, I have like some viewers at least, so it's like I know at least one person will watch it if I put this video, or at least 100 like the other videos. But this one is really really long, so I don't really expect anyone to watch it fully. But I think maybe the timestamps will help. So look at that in the description. I already mentioned that at the beginning of the video. So in case you wanna like search up on it, it might help you. Are there ending thoughts? I don't know. Like I guess that ends up the video. Been recording for a while and didn't play a lot of Toribash. Sorry. Like how much games I played today? Not a lot. I mean I can't even tell either. I think I played around 25 games because I started at 27 to 100 or something like that. My win ratio has been really good. But yeah, I might come back to Toribash a video like this after a year or two probably. Like stuff changes. Like I wasn't talking about coding at all in any of my YouTube videos before, and now you're probably like, oh wow, this person has been talking about all this technical stuff that he hasn't talked about. I mean, I know some technical stuff, I just don't talk about it on YouTube. So I mean, if you want to know, if you want some help in that regard, that I can help, if you think that I can help you, then you can message me over on Discord, which is Mr. Softy, MNSS capital, and hashtag 7926 if you want to talk to me, I guess. I might respond. I don't talk to a lot of people, that is, but if you say hi to me, I will respond. And yeah, that's ending thoughts, I guess, if you want to contact me. I think will stop it here. I don't know what is the next video that I will upload or make. Probably won't be like this, or maybe I won't make anything at all. Who knows? 2021, looking forward to that. 2022, I mean, not 2021. 2021 is also ending. So I mean, this video will take some editing. I don't think there's a lot to edit. I might have to clip out little parts, and I think the rest is made. I mean, there were some recording issue that I saw, so hope that's not a big deal. But maybe I might have it up by November or December, so it might sum up my whole 2021 thingy. But yeah, I still have 2 months to go, so if you're watching this video in December, then I probably did a little more stuff than I talked about in the video. Might have probably related coding. Who cares? You don't. I don't. That is. Let me land it here. I also have to pee really bad. So yeah, it was cozy video. Liked it, enjoyed it a lot. Love making videos always, any time of the day. But don't love editing or making thumbnails. I wish I had an editor. I mean, Marty tried to edit for me, but it didn't last long. But he's also busy with his own stuff, so it's very difficult to have a schedule that is regular. So that's that. Hope there's no recording issues, I guess. That's the ending thought. Every YouTuber's thought. I don't know, I just had a revelation in my mind. Might play Cluster Struck. I don't know. I was watching Cluster Struck the other day. Markiplier playing it. I haven't played that game on YouTube. I didn't play it in my spare time. Like only for like 10 or 20 minutes I played the game and then I stopped. But I do enjoy the game. But yeah, I haven't. It's like the mechanic is really simple, and there's only like world building, world changes. That's all. The mechanic stays the same. So you just keep jumping on trucks and stuff changes around you. So it's a really simple concept, but so it's not like a type of video that I can make a series on, type of game that I can make a series on or anything. But yeah, it is a good game. I did watch it on Jack's channel, Jacksepticeye too. By Jack, I mean Jacksepticeye, not anyone else. So yeah, if you wanna watch the series, it's good. I watched it in around 2018 or 2017, something like that. I think 2018, yeah. So that's the ending thoughts. I'll see you guys some other time. I do like this lightning. I think I'll stick to this when I'm recording videos. It's also more convenient. Having a big flashlight on the table or just pointing in my eyes is just really annoying. So yeah. I did drop the Oxygen Not Included series. I didn't play the game again actually. There was one more video that I think I haven't uploaded, maybe uploaded. I don't remember. So yeah. That game was cool. But my PC can't handle it right now, is the thing. Like whenever I progress a lot in the game after like 50 cycles, it starts lagging bad. So it runs at like 40 to 30 FPS, but it's not ideal for a YouTube video. That's that. I don't know, I'll think about, but I'll think if I want to make some more YouTube content. I'll think about it. I just don't think about it is the thing. So yeah, maybe we'll come upon a conclusion and I'll start uploading on YouTube again. Doubt it though, but who knows? If I'm not that busy with the coding stuff, that is. But yeah, since we have this convenient recording setup, I think it's easy. If I get started with my PC issues, that is. So yeah, I think I'll stop it here. The ending has been taking a long time. But it's difficult to end these type of videos after you're like 2 hours in, so you always want to talk more. And God, don't crash on me. If there's some crashes, just pardon me because I can't fix that in post editing, I guess. Encoding overloaded. Yeah, I know, man. My PC is not great. Stop telling me that. So yeah, we'll think about it. We'll see about YouTube, and might change some stuff around. Like everything I do is just, it's just in my daily life. It's just surrounded around me myself. I can't interact that stuff on YouTube or anything. And it's a platform that's there. I can talk about stuff, and that's why I do these videos. So it's great. I feel better a little from the argument that I have with the friend. They might probably be watching this video. If you are, then I'm not gonna talk about the argument. And if you wanna talk about it, you can message me on the social media. Let me talk on. Anyway, that's the video. We'll stop it here. So yeah, have a good time. Have a good life. Hope you had a good 2021 or 2020. I have still a lot to go. A lot of years to live. So yeah, hope you have a good time. And if there's any comment or thoughts, let me know in the comments below. If you want to contact me directly, again, Mr. Softy7926 on Discord. We can talk about stuff if I can help you, or vice versa. So yeah, that's it about the video. Thank you for watching, and see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.